Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Spam28 here, bringing you a look at the new patch 040 World of Warships game. This is going to be a quick video that just kind of goes over what has happened, some new things that came in, along with the hard reset of all of our experience and tech trees, going over some of the rewards and some of the new things that came in as far as interface and abilities go. Just so we can all kind of start fresh with the same information and then go from there into actual gameplay. So first and foremost, you'll see down at the bottom here, my ship wheel is drastically cut down. This is a product of the progress reset. So you can see that I'm back to my level 1 Erie, and then the new Japanese level 1 cruiser, the Hashidare, I think that's how you pronounce that. You can also see that the premiums that I purchased are back as well. So those didn't go away. All the premium time that I purchased and all the gold and credits that I purchased has also come back. So you can see I'm back to 89 days of premium, where I was down to about 20 before. Back up to 5,500 gold and over 2 million credits. Also, I already spent a little free XP, but I had about 3,000 free XP to spend as well. As you can see, I just upgraded the 2 upgrades on the Erie so far. So, that's pretty much it for the reset. You get all of your stuff back, any premiums or bundles that you had purchased, you get those. Also, you'll notice the ship down here, the Arkansas, which is a Wyoming class US battleship. This is the beta reward ship. So just like if you were in the alpha and played a certain number of games, you got the Kawachi alpha reward ship. You get the Arkansas beta reward ship if you were in the closed beta and played for a number of games. And I'll click on that now so you can see what it looks like. Again, just a Wyoming. It's going to be a base Wyoming, so no hull upgrade. This is going to be the standard hull with the really weird looking towers that all of the early US battleships featured. I don't know why they went with that design. It's ugly as hell to my eyes. I love the upgraded versions of the Wyoming and the other old battleships with the actual like tripod towers. These things are just ugly as sin. I don't enjoy them at all. But hey, free battleship, that's cool. I do like the Wyoming class. I think it's a good class. So that's that. Some other reward things that you might notice. You can see up here that I'm a level 6 account already. So if I click on my account, you can see I already unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Already, they just gave me level 6. This is based on how many matches you played in the closed beta is how high you get your commander rank. So you can see it's going to eventually go way up to 20, I believe, is going to be the last tier. Those are not in the game yet. Right now, the highest you can go is 8, which will get you camo, and then 7 will get you signals. So I am at level 6 right now, which is nice, because that enables upgrades to the ships, which are really fun, and signals will be nice, and camo will be nice, but it's really the upgrades and the commanders at level 5 and level 6 that have a large effect on gameplay. So I'm glad I made it to level 6 to have access to upgrades right away. And these aren't like the module upgrades over here. These are going to be, you know, these upgrade slots here. It's here that you can buy. And these have a drastic effect on gameplay. So if you didn't make it to level 6, I hope you grind it out fast, because the upgrades do have a drastic effect on gameplay. The other things that you get for rewards, if you look at my commanders, the premium ship obviously comes with a 3 skilled commander already. And these premium ships, I don't think they come with any commanders. I don't want this. I'll go up to game here. Go back to modules. Yeah, he's nothing there. Nothing on this premium and nothing on the Grem. But the 2 starting commanders, my starting American commander with the Erie and my starting Japanese commander with the Hashidare, both have 5 skill points available to them. And again, this is based on the number of matches that you played in the closed beta. I guess, before the progress wipe, because it's still technically a closed beta. Sometime next week, we should be seeing them flipping the switch into open beta. So this period of time right now, in between the hard reset and when they flip the switch to open beta, is kind of just for us closed beta players to get ahead a little bit in the tech tree, because one, it'll help even out the matchmaking further on down the line to have kind of us with an advanced start with all our premiums and everything as well. And two, they kind of want to get us past level 1, level 2, which will be really easy to do in this half a week time frame that we have, just so when all the newbies come in with the open beta, it's not a complete raffle stump for them every single time if they happen to be up against a team with even 2 or 3 closed beta players. Because it really does take for granted, you know, I try to teach map tactics and things like that, and sound strategy on this channel. But you take for granted just kind of the things that you learn, you know, in those first, you know, 20, 30 matches as far as like actual leading and aiming with the guns, which is not that easy to do. And it's an innate skill that takes practice. And now, even I, with having taken a little bit of a break before this, you can tell with that match that I was playing in the background update video, I was having a little bit of trouble reestablishing lead, but for me, it'll probably only take 3 or 4 matches to get right back on the horse and kind of get the muscle memory back down a little bit. So that's kind of the reason for this little week gap in between the reset and the open beta. But back to the commanders, you can see, yeah, as a reward, I've got 5 skill points on the starting commanders. And again, if you played more games, you get more points on your starting commanders. So I don't know what the max is for like the top 1% of people that played in the closed beta, but it's pretty high, and it's a pretty good reward. So that's kind of nice that they've started me off at level 6 account with access to a lot of different things, and with level 5 commanders, and of course with my beautiful battleship over here, and I've got my triple threat premium ships back as well. The other thing that I want to talk about that's new in this patch, which is pretty nifty, is if you go into your options. Well, first and foremost, if you go into settings, when you run the game for the first time, the graphical settings should actually, it'll like automatically read your computer stats and like set itself to what it think your computer should be, which is kind of cool. But over here in controls, there's this new little checkbox down here, alternative battle interface mode, which is basically the information that you get when you press the Alt key. If you click this, it'll just always be displayed, always. You won't ever have to hit the Alt key, which is beautiful. That information is lovely to have, so go ahead and check that if you want. Again, it says it may affect game performance just because it has to like render, has to like read and render that new information, you know, every frame. So if you have, if you're running this game on a slightly CPU or GPU, you might not want to check this. I mean, you could check it and see how it affects your frames, but I don't think I'll have a problem with it. So go ahead and check that, and that's just a nifty little new thing to figure out. So if you go back to the game, the other major thing that I want to talk about, and we'll use our Arkansas here as kind of an example because it's got a lot of slots. If you look at the, not the upgrades, but ammunition and consumables, so you can go ahead and see that there's still no ammo count type deal in the game yet, but over here on consumables, these are like the ship special abilities. They're now actually consumables, and you can actually get premium consumables for gold. So kind of just like in World of Tanks, where you can have, you know, premium consumables like a premium fire extinguisher, or you can even have, you know, things like tea and pudding if you're, you know, in a British tank, or high octane gasoline in an American tank to give boosts. You can do the same thing now in World of Warships, where you can replace, for example, the just standard battleship repair ability, which is normally on T, which you can see is active for 28 seconds but has a 120-second reload time. If you want to pay 15 gold, again, just for the match, it's only going to last for that one match. You can see it's still active for 28 seconds, but the reload time is now only 80 seconds instead of 120 seconds, which is, you know, not that big of a deal. But I think a lot of people, especially once we get, you know, actual like clan war type things going on, which is even in World of Tanks where the premium consumables really come into play. This here, you can see damage control party 2 is the premium version. And you can click here, and just like in World of Tanks, you can buy it for credits. So like premium ammo on World of Tanks. There's no premium ammo in this game yet, obviously. Maybe will be in the future, I don't know. But you can either spend gold or credits on these. So someone like me who has a lot of credits and who I make a pretty healthy profit, especially running a premium account. And I tend to do, you know, on the better side in most of my matches, finish top half of the leaderboard, if not usually the top 5 on the team. So I make a pretty healthy credit margin with most of the games that I play, even at the higher tiers. Especially, you know, having premium ships as well, which make a buttload of money, especially the Grem and the Ubari. And the Sims will make the most money at tier 8, but I think it's the hardest of the 3 to do well in. So I make a buttload of money with these premiums. So I could, you know, want to switch that over probably to regular credits to not have to spend the gold that costs real money. But you can see anyway, damage control, again, 20-second active, 20-second active, but again, down from 120 seconds to 80 seconds, which when you're being set on fire a lot, especially in a battleship, being able to put out those fires every 80 seconds instead of every 120 seconds might be worth paying for if you can afford it. And then once you do that, it'll ask you, yeah, you want to spend the gold, and then you can actually click this little enable for auto resupply. So after the match is over, it'll automatically ding you for that cost on top of your repair costs to put that premium consumable back in there if you have this option enabled. By default, it's disabled. So that's pretty much going to be it for kind of, I think, the general overview of some of the new things in this patch as far as the port and the UI and kind of some new features. So I hope that this has been informative. Just kind of a quick little video to go over some of the new things, some of the like reward features that you might not have been aware of, like your account level and your commanders starting with, you know, actual command points, and just the new interface option with not having to hold down Alt to get the additional information, and premium consumables. So yeah, I don't know. Is there any? Let's check. Let's see if there's like new upgrades. I don't think there's any new upgrades. No, it looks like they're all pretty much the same as before. So yeah, without any further ado, I think that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and there should be some actual gameplay commentary coming out very soon. We might go over the Arkansas here, just because I bet a lot of you closed beta players do have this ship. But if you've played the Wyoming, it's going to play pretty similar to a, you know, non-upgraded Wyoming. But I haven't reviewed any of the American battleships yet, so I guess this will be a pretty good place to start as I work my way through the Erie, down the tech tree. I will probably, I mean, it's just like last time, I'll probably be getting to the St. Louis and then branching off into the South Carolina. And then I'll probably also try to be rushing to the Nicholas and Farragut kind of area over here on the destroyers as well, because I do love me some U.S. destroyers. Although, I do have the Sims, so I already have a U.S. destroyer unlocked. So we'll see how that goes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.